that we are consistent and Allah made us of two triangles. And God Almighty wanted for us to be a perfected star. And this star is based on two triangles, one triangle up and one triangle down. The chest and breast area is like a line that makes from 1, 2 to the uppermost point is the triangle of the soul and the upper triangle. The 2 points 1, 2 and to the downer lower part of the body is the lower triangle. Triangle consists of 60-degree angles, 360-degree angles. 1, 2, 3. In Arabic we don't have a 0, we have a nukht. So in reality it's actually 6, 6, 6. And many people understand that number and many people are wondering what that is. But for us in our training, the lower star, the lower triangle is the only thing that people are involving themselves in, and they're not taking an effort to open the higher triangle, the triangle of the soul. So this lower triangle from the right to the heart consists of ignorance. So then this triangle, it's bread for your material desire, you're made of an ignorance. And then into the heart, if you're ignorant, is going to be anger. If you're anger in the heart, what will come from your body part, from between your two legs is only fire. So ignorance makes anger. Anger and ignorance, your jahal, of course you're going to be just fire. And that's all that this material world is interested in. So when they point their one eye at you and give you all their symbols and their teachings, means this world is based on making people to be ignorant. If you're ignorant about your reality and you're ignorant about your Lord and you're ignorant about your soul, it has been accomplished, you're ignorant. That's what we're trying to avoid. So you understand, ignorance is like a blindness. You don't know anything, I don't know why I'm even here, why am I created, what do I have, I don't know if I have a soul, I don't have a soul. If it's in that condition, definitely ignorant. And ignorance is like darkness. Their life and their whole understanding is just a dark cave. If you put anybody into darkness, what's going to happen? Of course their heart is going to be angry. Because if I turn the lights off now and fill this room with obstacles and say, well, it's going to be dark, no walk around. The first wall you hit, you're going to be very angry. What the heck is this? Then you hit another wall, pow, what is this? So ignorance, it breeds anger. Ignorance breeds anger. As a result, the devil, negative energy, whatever you want to call what's happening, keep people to be ignorant about their reality, just buy and think of this world as everything and that's the only thing, and then when you die you go into a dark hole, into the abyss. That's an ignorance. That ignorance no doubt is going to bring anger into the heart. If you find yourself, not only to people here, these are thousands of people will be broadcasted all over the world. This ignorance that comes, it makes us to be angry. And that's all the devil wants, is be angry. Negative energies, just be angry because you're ignorant, be angry. Then as a result of ignorance and anger, if you find in your life you're always angry, there's something wrong because of ignorance. As a result of your ignorance and your anger, you are walking fire. It's a very simple formula, it doesn't have to be complicated with ayat al-Qur'an. So if you're ignorant and live a life of ignorance and we're not trying to pursue who we are and what our purpose and what our reality, no doubt the fire will begin to grow within the heart. If the fire grows within the heart, that heart is dying or if not dead. And as a result of that fire and anger, the body only produces fire, and they are narani, they are fire people. Everything about them is a fire, and fire goes back to fire. There's no religious text, this is our physiology. It doesn't have to be religious dogma, no, this is the physiology of our being. That God created it with an owner's manual. So this lower triangle, that's the 666. That's the power that's running everything, and points out their one eye to you. It's not the eye from the heaven they're pointing to you, but live life as if that's the only thing that matters. What is the expression that they use? No, just that it all should be here. Nothing of anything else. Everything is about the here and the now and the enjoyment. Then God dispenses spiritual people to teach your reality. No, your reality of the lower triangle, that's only one aspect of your life. But your upper triangle will come to liberate the physicality. The upper triangle has to do with the upper part of your body where God has put your heart, and the reality of the heart and all the spiritual practices that come for the heart. If all the practices you're doing is for your body, what you're going to do when your body doesn't work anymore? The body like a mule. What you're going to do with it? You keep playing with it all day long, and then at the end the mule gets tired and has accomplished nothing. And that was just body work. No. They come and they teach there has to be soul work. And the soul has religion, has faith, and the station of moral excellence. And the religion and the practices that you call religion, spiritual people will call disciplines. That find a discipline in our lives that you accept, that accommodates a good character, and say that this discipline is the only thing that will take me out of ignorance. Because if you call it by a particular name, immediately somebody's ear will sharam, not take that. I don't want to be religious. Well then find something that teaches you about your soul, so that you're not an ignorant person, that we're not ignorant. I don't want to die in a state of ignorance, that's like the void. Can you imagine dying in a state of void? You enter into a void. Illuminate and give hope to your being and find out what is the reality of the soul. If my soul is energy, can energy be destroyed? In school they teach you. That's it. If you want to know what God is and what the soul is, God created the soul as an energy. Can energy be destroyed? Impossible. Can your body be destroyed? Most definitely. Body goes into the dirt, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Your soul, it's energy. It's free from the body. That was E equals mc squared. The mass goes. What's left from your mass is an energy with two lights. Either you have a fiery light or a divinely light. That's going to be the equation of your E. If you built your life to be a fiery light, your energy is of a fiery nature and it will go without gravity towards the fire. Free, just right into the fire, right into the abyss of fire. But if your light was of a divinely light, purified light, the realities of the soul, then when the mass is gone, what happens? Your soul becomes, in the energy equation, becomes a divinely light, higher frequency, and goes back into that ocean of what God has created of divinely lights and enters into that light. So it means that there has to be a knowledge I seek in my life about my soul. What is my soul? How do I feed my soul? If my soul is energy, how are you feeding your soul? Are you chanting? Are you breathing? Are you practicing and giving your soul food? Or only you give your body food? So then there must be disciplines for the soul. That's the importance of the chanting. That's the importance of breathing. Everything that gives your soul an energy. When you feel depressed, you go to the ocean and just breathe. and breathe and think about the Creator, breathe and praise the Creator, thank you, thank you, thank you. In whatever language you want to praise, you praise, and you find that your soul is leaving ignorance and now entering into its knowledge of itself. That knowledge that you seek, because you're trying to counter your ignorance. I don't want to be an ignorant person, nobody wants to be an ignorant person. So I seek a reality, I want to know of a discipline that will teach me about my soul. And I leave the ocean of ignorance and I begin to enter into light, the study of light, the reality of light. What is my quantum reality? Everything around us is light. How do I nourish that light? Isn't its nourishment in its resonance? In string theory they call resonance. There must be a resonance in which you make, and it feeds the energy in which you emanate. As a result, you're leaving now ignorance. So the upper soul can put out that fire. As soon as you give a discipline, what they call religion, or an understanding of your soul, study your soul, it will begin to extinguish ignorance. You're no longer ignorant. You're somebody who has studied light and understand light, and you put out the darkness of ignorance. As a result of studying light, what's going to happen now with the anger in your heart? You're no longer in the dark. Because as soon as you thought about light and you recognize the reality of the soul, you're not in the dark. God begins to illuminate your heart. Yes, correct, you're seeking out that which is correct. Take one step to me, I come 99 steps to you. Seek out that reality. As soon as you seek it out, God begins to emanate a light into the heart, a light into the heart. That light of faith begins to blossom within the heart. That light of faith is just enough for one candle. Don't die in a state in which your heart is black and has no belief. It's entering into the abyss, but have hope. Even just the light of one candle is enough to illuminate every darkness. Leave it for God to begin to illuminate and send more. So then faith, because now you have knowledge of your soul, it conquers anger. You're illuminated, you begin to see what people don't see, you understand what people don't understand. The illuminated heart puts away anger. And with your spiritual training, spiritual practices, you should begin to be lower and lower amount of anger till you are devoid of anger. If you're illuminating and it's your heart is filled with love and filled with light, no doubt now you're reaching perfection. That perfection will put out the fire of all bad character. And that's what Allah wanted for us to be a star. If you illuminate your upper reality and give what it needs for the power of your soul will begin to come. It conquers the two. It takes away ignorance, it takes away anger of the fire and extinguishes the fire of all bad desire, bad character. And that's what it was meant to be, a star. When Prophet ﷺ described, my companions, they're all like najm, stars. Stars, he's a star maker. It wasn't symbolic. It wasn't only just, no, he's just giving an example. No, I taught them the reality, how to perfect their upper reality to conquer all their lower realities. And that was the great struggle. The struggle against oneself is the greatest battle that one can enter. Is to come against the bad character and bad desires. That upper triangle will conquer and begin to extinguish all the lower desires.